My wife's cousin bragged about his connections at Thanksgiving. When he named his boss, my wife choked on her wine. I just smiled and said, small world. Every Thanksgiving, my wife's family gathered at her grandmother's farmhouse to eat too much and pretend they all liked each other. I'd been the quiet husband for 6 years, nodding politely while various relatives competed over who had the biggest house, the fastest car, the most impressive vacation. But this year, her cousin Derek showed up with a new Rolex and an ego the size of Texas. He spent the first hour name-dropping celebrities he'd almost met and business deals he'd practically closed. My wife kept squeezing my hand under the table, silently begging me to stay calm. I squeezed back. I could handle Derek. What I couldn't handle was what came next. Derek had always treated me like furniture. He'd make comments about my sad little office job and ask when I'd finally get a real career. 6 years of swallowing my pride at every family event. Halfway through the turkey, Derek clinked his glass like he was about to give a toast at the Oscars. I just want everyone to know, he announced, that I've officially made it. Got recruited by the biggest tech firm on the West Coast. My boss personally headhunted me because of my unique skill set. My father-in-law leaned forward, impressed. My mother-in-law clasped her hands together like Derek had just cured cancer. Even my wife's grandmother looked proud, and she'd once called Derek the family disappointment at Christmas dinner. Derek soaked it all in, grinning at me specifically. Not everyone can say they work directly under Victor Ashby. The man's a legend, built his company from nothing, worth billions. He paused for dramatic effect, staring right at me. Some people push papers their whole lives. Others actually make something of themselves. That's when my wife inhaled her Pinot Noir. She coughed so hard her eyes watered. I patted her back while everyone stared. Derek looked annoyed that his moment had been interrupted. You okay there, Jenna? He asked with fake concern. My wife couldn't speak. She just looked at me with wide eyes, her hand covering her mouth. Derek rolled his eyes and continued his monologue about Victor Ashby's genius. How the man had revolutionized the industry. How lucky Derek was to be his right-hand man. Victor's very selective, Derek said smugly. He only works with the best. Said I reminded him of himself when he was younger. We grabbed lunch together